What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Thank you for watching and listening to today's podcast show on all social medias. Now, if you have any information about anything trucking, traffic, news, weather, email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. We are do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. The first matter that we want to talk about here is we want to talk about the missing truck driver, David Schultz. He's a pig hauler, and he's out of Sac County, Iowa. And on November 25th, right before that Thanksgiving, he went missing. You know, the hogs were still loaded, and nobody knows where this man is. There has been search groups, truck drivers looking for this man.
So what we're going to be doing today is, continuing from where we left off yesterday. We're slowly working down the north and south sides of Highway 20. The search area that we are currently working on is about a mile each way, in the fields each way on each side of 20. We're not just looking for David. Obviously, we're looking for any little sign, anything out of place. Tracks that go towards water, tracks that go into there's tracks in fields, especially a lot of them that we've searched. Obviously, and you'll see that on your way there.
And I want to share this information. So if you have seen David Schultz, this picture right here, please, any information, call the authorities, give your information, because this family is missing him, is praying for him, and for every driver out there, please pray for this driver. He is one of us. First segment we want to talk about today is definitely slow the heck down. The winter season is here. Here's a dash cam video showing a vehicle crash on the 271 North involving 13 vehicles and 3 semi-trucks. Now, I'm not saying that's always the semi-truck driver's fault. I am saying that everybody is speeding too much. We always say on the show, wish there were more people using CB radios for the right reasons. But the biggest part is just going too fast, falling too close. And people are on their phones, man. Ohio State Highway Patrol has released this dash cam just to show you basically how fast people are going. Now, even though there's no life-threatening injuries, which is an extremely positive thing, this video right here is just here to educate you, to let you know that if you see here, truck drivers are just driving too darn fast.
Coming up on it here in a second. I'm southbound at the 144.
534, 1386. Okay, I've got 7 or 8 vehicles supposedly on 271 southbound past 77.
1386 again. We got quite a few here. 271 north, just north of 77. There's another commercial one.
He also failed to get a rebound.
Okay, so you got it northbound also?
LeBron said, quote,
right, northbound, just south of 303, it's going to be a 32.
Freaking mess. Mm-hmm. 1386, how far north are you?
far north are you?
I made it to the northmost vehicle involved, and we're down at the very bottom of the hill, starting where I can see the 303 sign.
All right. $15, $20. Why don't you come here with me? Two. A bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 534 can.
Good.
This is a 13, as far as I can tell now.
You advise 1331 or 13 vehicles in the 31?
Yeah, 13 cars. I don't know how many crashes we got. Involves 3 semis.
What's going on?
Mess.
All the way down there too?
Yeah, there's another one just like this down there. I guess we want to go ahead and get on to the commercial wreckers. We're going to need a lot.
What do you think about this one right here? I've had so many truck drivers send me links to this and wanted thoughts from truck drivers themselves. Some think this is true. A lot have emailed me and have been emotional and upset that Biden would take credit for himself for reducing the inflation of the supply chain at this inaugural supply chain council meeting recently. So from your hard work, from your efforts as a truck driver, do you feel what he's saying is true? Or do you think we need a change?
Today, as folks start their holiday shopping, shelves are stocked, meaning that if major appliances like a stove or a fridge broke down over Thanksgiving, you can replace it faster and 9% cheaper than did 2 years ago. These savings matter to so many families, especially at this time of the year. And they're no accident when it comes down to supply chains. Did you ever think we'd be talking this much about supply chains? No, but I'm serious. It's critical. Everybody's beginning to figure it out. The average person knows what we're talking about. We talk about supply chains. But when the supply chains were disrupted, we knew what trouble we had. Before the pandemic, supply chains weren't something most Americans thought about or talked about. But today, after years of delay in parts and products, everyone knows why supply chains are so important. That's why within my first month in office, I signed an executive order bringing supply chains home to get goods moving again. So they started here. We had the basic product here. Less than a year later, I signed a bipartisan infrastructure law to make a generational investment in every part of our supply chain, from our roads to our bridges to our ports to our airports to our internet. Less than a year after that, I signed the Inflation Reduction Act to grow the industries of the future right here at home, including electric vehicles and clean energy. And the CHIPS Act, and the Chips and Science Act. How in God's name can you lead the world when you don't lead the world in science and development? To make sure we never experience another shortage of semiconductors. You know, America invented these chips. I know my staff is tired of hearing me say this in my cabinet, but these small computer chips the size of a fingertip, they affect nearly everything in our lives, from cell phones to automobiles to refrigerators. If you don't have them, you don't have those things. But over time, we went down from producing 40% of the world's chips to just doing 10%, but not anymore. All over the country, semiconductor factory companies are investing hundreds of billions, let me say it, hundreds of billions of dollars to bring chip production back home here to the United States. Over the last 3 years, all the leaders around this table, these two tables on my right and left, have also worked to lower costs for American families. From cracking down on foreign-owned ocean shipping companies that had raised their prices as much as 1,000% while racking up enormous profits. Teaming up with truckers to create registered apprenticeship programs and move a record level of cargo around the country. To helping family farmers and family farms access fertilizer they need to grow food so many of us enjoyed in Thanksgiving. Folks, the result, today our supply chains are stronger than ever, with backlogs, bottlenecks, and shipping rates at a 25-year low. We've created 14 million new jobs, including 800,000 manufacturing jobs. And the unemployment rate has stayed below 4% for the longest stretch in over 50 years. And wages for working families have gone up while inflation has come down 65%. Giving families a little more money in their pockets and a little more breathing room for this holiday season. But we know the prices are still too high for too many things. That times are still too tough for too many families. But we made progress, but we have more work to do. Let me be clear. To any corporation that's not brought their prices back down, even as inflation has come down, even as supply chains have been rebuilt, it's time to stop the price gouging and give the American consumer a break. Look, that's why I'm tackling junk fees, these hidden charges that companies sneak into your bill to make you pay more money just because they can, and you have no alternative.
Mutha Truckers, we've gotten a request. This is from a lovely friend of mine, Jacinda. A lot of you know her and love her. She's incredible. She's a truck driver herself. She's doing amazing things. And she recently reached out to me and said, I would love for you to give a nice, respectable honor to Luke. He passed away this week, please. And Luke is a truck driver and extremely loved in the community. And I do not have the best words, but Jacinda does. So I want to read this right here. And it states, Jacinda Trucking says, it is with the heaviest heart I write this. I absolutely cannot believe that you are gone and heaven has gained an angel. I am grateful for all the amazing fun, crazy, and trucking good times we shared. You helped me in so many ways, from always providing emotional support, love, kindness, and extreme thoughtfulness to talking me through how to get my truck up and rolling off the side of the road. You are always available for me anytime, day or night. You're truly a beautiful soul that I love deeply and will miss every day. I pray that you are in arms of our Lord, Luke. Gone but never forgotten. I love you. Luke, will be extremely well missed. We got to take care of our own. And all you Mutha Truckers out there, pray for Luke and his family. And just, it's always tough to lose a brother or sister in this industry. But Jacinda, appreciate you as a friend. I love you as well. And praying for you as well. And so at the end of this all, I love you guys.